These narcissists love playing victim. It's a never-ending cycle of them playing victim. Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about how can we recover from narcissistic abuse. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So as we know, when you are with a narcissist, there is a lot of gaslighting and manipulation. The gaslighting goes to such an extent and level that we begin to doubt our own feelings. Yeah, because we are in that atmosphere, we are in that environment where everything is questioned, everything is invalidated, everything is minimized. In the end, we are labeled as mean, selfish, difficult to be with, not good enough, or someone who's overreacting. That's how these narcissists establish control. They throw us off balance by all these constant gaslighting, and that's how we are with them for long. Now you need to understand, the more time you spend with a narcissist, the more damage you incur. Yes, they are very damaging for your soul, for your mind, for your body, everything. So what do we do when we come out of narcissistic relationships? There is a lot of rumination that happens. It goes on in the background, everything. Yeah, in no time we become our own self-critic. Yes, we start criticizing our own self because of all that gaslighting and manipulation. We were made to doubt our own feelings. We were made to doubt our own emotions and thought process. As a result of which, we lose the sense of self, and we lose, that trust. We don't trust others, and we don't even trust our own selves. And that is how we are made into a servant or a slave of these narcissists. Whether you have a narcissistic parent, a narcissistic wife, husband, boss, whatever, the gaslighting done by these narcissists is very damaging for you. And it's even more damaging for those who have narcissistic parents, because from childhood the kid is being manipulated, minimized, invalidated, compared, gaslighted. What do you expect? What do you expect the kid to grow out to be? The kid is, as it is, very disturbed, very weak, and very broken on the inside. Yeah, and all what the kid is trained to do is do what the narcissistic parent wants them to do. Yeah, these kids, I mean the children of narcissists, are like servant pets. Yeah, to the narcissist, they just have to keep doing. And these narcissists have a very unique way of keeping you on hook. I mean, these narcissistic parents, or whatever narcissist you are dealing with, they have a very smart way of keeping you on hook, and that is to breadcrumb you, give you a little bit of validation and approval, and that's it. You go on, you keep running around and round and round, and you keep doing what they want you to do, in hopes that they are finally going to see the real you, and they are going to appreciate, and they are going to say, oh, I'm so sorry, you are such a good son, you're such a good daughter. So that day never comes. So this is what happens. So things are very distorted, or rather it becomes very distorted, for us. We lose our confidence, we lose our self-esteem, we begin to lose our self-worth, and we are just a robot, a minion, or a servant of the narcissist. That's it. We know that narcissist is going to throw a lot of rage when we say no or when we deny something. So life is like walking on eggshells. We are very careful before saying or doing anything. What if this hurts that narcissist? The moment you have this fear, this is not respect. Often in our society, it's forced as respect. This is not respect. This is known as walking on eggshells. Yeah, when you know that even if you miss a little bit here and there, or if you say something more, or if you say something less, the narcissist is going to, get angry, and the narcissist is going to throw rage at you. Yeah, so that is known as walking on eggshells. That's not respect or compromise or sacrifice. That's purely walking on eggshells when you are with a narcissistic or a toxic person. So what do we do about it when we come out of such toxic relationships, or at least when we realize that we have a narcissist in our life? What do? We are already broken. We already feel very fragile on the inside. We feel very vulnerable. We feel very weak. Things are very distorted. We can't trust our own instincts. We can't trust others. How do we go about? So there are a couple of mindfulness techniques that we can take help of, and that helps us navigate. That really helps us navigate. That really helps us gain that power back. So now, what do we do? So the first thing that we need to do is try and become self-sufficient. Embrace self-sufficiency. Take charge, control, and responsibility of how you think, what you feel, and what emotions are going inside of you. You have understood or realized that you are with a narcissist, or if you are out of that relationship, if you are out of that abusive relationship, you know how they made you feel. So they made you feel only because you were dependent on them in certain ways, either emotionally, financially, or whatsoever. Yeah, so your dependency was exploited. You need to understand, whenever you are dependent on anyone, there is a huge possibility of people abusing you and exploiting you. So yes, become self-sufficient, and don't give that power to the others. Do things by yourself. See what works out for you. See what doesn't work out for you. Have your own support system. Don't be extremely dependent on anyone. Yeah, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be dependent on healthy individuals. Yes, healthy individuals, when you are dependent on, they empower you. They don't suck the energy out of you and make you feel miserable and make you feel as if you are a parasite, or you are someone who is living at their mercy. Healthy individuals don't make you feel that way. Healthy individuals work together. Let's do it together. Yeah, let's go about together. I'll do this bit, you do that much. Yeah, so that's how things are with when you are with a healthy person. But when you are out of a relationship, if you're out of that relationship with the narcissist, or at least if you have realized that you have a narcissist around you, or if you're still in that relationship, try and be more self-sufficient. This is going to empower you on the inside. The next thing that you can do is that control your own life decisions. Don't let others decide what is good for you and what is bad for you. You learn from your mistakes. So don't give that power to the others, whether it is your parents, spouse, or whatsoever. Learn from your mistakes. We need to learn from our mistakes, and we need to embrace, whatever ups and downs, or whatever good and bad happens to us, we need to embrace it. Mistakes are teachers. It's no sin to commit mistake. Yeah, but in our toxic society, people are into demonizing mistakes, that no, you'll do mistake, please listen to your mother and then do, please listen to your neighbor and then do things, please listen to them and then do. No, how do we learn? We learn from our mistakes. So don't make mistakes the demon. Yeah, mistakes are teachers that teaches us a lot of things. So take your own life decisions. Don't give that power to someone else. You know how things work or how things are when you are with a narcissist. They control anything and everything. Their gaslighting and manipulation is so bad that you don't even trust your own self. I mean, how would you be trusting others when you don't even trust your own self, when you doubt your own self? everything becomes, a reflection of what is on the inside. Yeah, the world looks like a messy place and chaotic place because there is a lot of mess and chaos on the inside. You are being invalidated, you are being gaslighted, minimized, your feelings are categorized as overreaction, too much, difficult to deal with, mean, selfish. You are really messed up. You are questioning your own thoughts and feelings. This is what the narcissist gaslighting does to you, to all of us. Don't give that control to the narcissist or to someone else. Keep that control with yourself. Yes, if it is good, I'll enjoy it. If it's bad, I'll bear with it. At least I will have something to learn from it. Yeah. So don't buy their version. Don't buy the narcissist version that, oh, you won't be able to do this. Let me help you out. I wonder if you would ever be able to do it properly. Let me do it for you. Don't. You can. You are an individual. You have a lot of qualities inside. You have a lot of strength inside. Don't let them gaslight you. So keep all of those, powers in your hand. The next thing that you can do is that develop new life skills. Old ways might not be relevant in today's time, so we need to keep on learning things. We need to keep on learning things, exploring things, and that's what life is. Yeah, life is not what I have learned in the childhood and I have to keep on using it. Things might be very different now. We did not have that much of technology back then. Yeah, we did not have mobile phones when we were, very young. When we were, in our I think high school, then we got in touch with mobile phones and all of those technologies. So does that mean that I have to live the way how I was living in fifth standard and sixth standard without technology? No, things have changed. Earlier we had to go to the shopping mall to buy things. Now we can purchase it online and it gets delivered at our doorstep. So do I have to do that? I mean, I do, go out also, but most of the things I get at home because I've got other things to do. So it is increasing my efficacy. It is making me more efficient. So the new ways are helping you. The new ways are improving you. Yeah. So keep developing new life skills, and the more skills you develop, the easier it becomes for you. Yeah, earlier we all used to go to a point, where there used to be these rental cars and cabs, and then we used to bargain and take a cab. Now we have got these apps on our mobile. So, I mean, it really simplifies a lot of things. So we can just book a cab with a click of a button, and we are at home and we can get a cab outside our house. We need to upgrade ourselves. We need to keep moving forward, and we need to keep learning new things. That's what life is. Life is not about, becoming primitive with age and time. Life is about, modernizing yourself. Life is about enriching yourself, evolving yourself. Life is all about, enjoying the present and being in vogue. It's not about staying in the ways of 1960s and 1950s and doing things the way how people used to do in 1950s and 60s. Is it relevant? It was relevant then, but it's not relevant in today's time. Things have changed. So yes, learning new life skills is very essential. There is so many things to do in life. There is so many things to explore. Everything was restricted, controlled because of that narcissist. Whether we had a narcissistic parent, a partner, or whatever. So keep learning, don't stop learning. The next thing that you can do is that you can master your emotional regulation. The moment you master emotional regulation, you are in tune with your own thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And that gives less power to the others to overwhelm you or incapacitate you. So be in touch with the you on the inside. Yeah, be in touch, be in connection with the inner self, and that really helps you. The next thing that you can do is that protect your peace. Don't sacrifice your mental peace for anything and everything. Don't sacrifice your mental peace, for accommodation, food, or some convenience in life. Mental peace is very essential. Maybe you eat less, or maybe you don't live in a five-star environment, or maybe in a good place, but mental peace is really going to help you evolve and help you be happy on the inside. So don't compromise on your mental peace. Don't take whatever shit the narcissist gives you, or puts you in. Don't get into mud with them, and don't sacrifice your mental peace. Your mental peace is very essential, and under any circumstances, situation, don't get into a position where you have to compromise. Keep your mental peace the first priority. Yeah, and that is how life is going to become more healthy for you. Yeah, more fun for you. The next thing that you can do is that keep checking in with your own self, that inner self. How am I feeling this way? Do I need to do it this way, or let me take a break? Let me just take a break and go into that healing cocoon. Let me not talk to these people for some time. Just let me say no to it. I can't keep on pleasing people. Yeah, so connect with your own self. Don't become a people pleaser, or don't become a servant of people. Just do things what makes you feel happy. Do things that empowers and restores your dignity. Do things that help you grow. Do things that make you feel happy on the inside. Do things that makes you feel worthy. Do things that really makes you feel proud of yourself. So keep checking in with yourself. Yeah, don't doubt your inner self. I know, with all that gaslighting, manipulation, we start doubting our own self. We start denying our gut feeling, our instincts. We start questioning our own feelings. Is it the right way? Just because a narcissistic parent invalidated doesn't mean that you are wrong and you're a horrible person. You need to understand that. Yeah, they are doing it to keep you on hook. Yeah, and you are already out of that relationship, or you have come to know that you are with a narcissist. So do you still want to play by their rule? No, you shouldn't. So keep checking in with yourself. That really helps you, and that really empowers you and strengthens you on the inside. The next thing that you can do is that stop comparing yourself with others. I know this really gets embedded inside of us, and especially when we have narcissistic parents. Well, look, their son has done so much. Well, their daughter did so much. The grandiose ones are going to be quite loud and vocal about it. The covert ones are going to be very indirect, very concealed, indirect. They are going to compare you in a very indirect manner. They are not going to be that direct, the way how these grandiose ones are, because all of these narcissists have to maintain that victim image. Oh, you did not listen to me. See what you have brought onto all of us. You have brought shame. See, you're not listening. Have you ever wondered how people will view us and people will look at us? So these narcissists love playing victim. It's a never-ending cycle of them playing victim, and that's how they survive. That's their reality, by playing victim and making you feel responsible for anything and everything, and you go on doing like a donkey. So you need to stop comparing yourself with others. You need to understand that five fingers are not the same. So how do you expect yourself to be very similar to your parent, or to the neighbor's kid, or to somebody else's wife? Everyone is different and unique. So I mean, how does that idea even come inside of us? That is because of these narcissists, the regular comparison, gaslighting, and manipulation. When we lose the sense of self, we begin to question ourselves. When we begin to question ourselves, we have this doubt growing inside of us regarding our own self. And when we have doubt inside of ourselves regarding our own selves, we begin to compare ourselves with the others. Am I good enough? They are pretty good. I have some problem maybe. maybe my mom was right. I'm the bad child, I'm the difficult child. Don't fall trap to all of these crap. You are unique, you are perfect, you are special, and you have to explore, yeah, and you have to evolve, yeah. Everything is inside of you. So don't buy their version, the version that they are selling you, not good enough, and stop comparing yourself. And often what happens, even though if we come out of that abusive relationship, with a narcissist, still we don't have that confidence, still we keep doubting ourselves. Initial period is quite chaotic when you come out of a narcissistic abusive relationship. It's quite traumatic and chaotic. There is a lot of rumination at the back. Yeah, it goes on and on and on. So these mindfulness techniques are going to help you, move forward. These are going to be like those small little push that you need on a daily basis. Yeah, you need to give to your inner self, no, everything is all right, let me do it. No, I'm not the one that my father tells me I am. I'm different. No, I'm not worthless. Well, he finds it that way. But am I that? No. Don't let anyone decide things for you. Don't let anyone, sell you their version of who you are. Don't. The last thing is trust your instincts. Often we are forced not to trust our instincts and we land up in a lot of mess. These narcissists, give us their version of what the world is like, and they tell us that we are worthless, we don't have any ability, and that's how we are, under their foot as a doormat. So there is a lot of qualities that is inside of us, there is a lot of intuitive skills that is inside of us that needs to be developed. If we become self-sufficient, if we evolve, how would the narcissist control us? Yeah. So that's a different thing. Narcissists are big time into gaslighting and minimizing you. So don't deny your instincts and don't deny your hunch and that gut feeling that you have. Sometimes what happens is that we have this gut feeling that this person is not healthy, this person is toxic, I don't feel good being around with him or with her. Listen to it. Don't ignore it and don't be, there in that situation. Your instinct saves you also at times. So don't deny your instinct, trust your instincts and let it shape you and let it develop you. Yeah, don't suppress it. Just because the narcissist was into invalidating and minimizing you and gaslighting you, you don't do that to your own self. You have a lot of quality and capability inside of you. You just have to explore. Yeah, so these are a couple of mindfulness techniques that you can take help of when you are recovering from a abusive relationship, or when you are out of a relationship with a narcissist. These are going to help you move forward, these are going to give you that tiny little push, and these are going to keep you reminded that you are not worthless. Hey dude, you have got a lot of things to do. You are not what he says you are. You are not what she says you are. You are much more. Yes, so this was it. Please like, share, subscribe the channel, and lots of love and blessings to all of you. Don't ignore the red flags, and please don't deny or suppress your instincts. Take care of yourself. Lots of love. Bye.